Hey everybody, I'm making this video to let you all know about the battery drain that happened in my car a couple of days back and also the reason for that happening. Now I've learned one or two things out of it and I felt like this is something that everyone who owns a tech-laden car should keep in their mind. And trust me when I say this, the less electronics that you have in your car, less would be the worry that you'll be having in your mind. Now let me dive straight into the details of what happened on that day. Suppose getting back from my native 10 days back, I did not quite start the car. It was just staying there in the parking. And 2 days back I decided to give it a wash. So I started the car and it started with a jerk, which was kind of unusual, but it did start. So I thought it might be just me who was thinking too much, and then I washed the car. Once the washing was done, I tried to start the car again and it just wouldn't start at that time. And the instrument console also showed me that battery is low, and the most frustrating part was the doors won't close. I think it's a problem with the soft closing feature of the car. I'm not sure, it just won't close. So I couldn't just leave the car there because a couple of doors were open, which was really frustrating. Then I had to call the roadside assistance and they took somewhere around 1 hour to reach, and they jump started the car. And they tried to jump start the car using the car which they came in, which was I think a Hyundai Santro. But it didn't really work, so I had to use my friend's car to jumpstart it, and it finally started. So I was thinking through the whole situation and trying to figure out what went wrong this time. I had even kept the car untouched for more than 2 weeks before as well, but there was never a situation where the car wouldn't start. And then after thinking for a long time, I realized the mistake that I made this time. Even though I did not start the car, I ended up spending too much time inside the car exploring stuffs inside. And everything inside that you see, every single thing needs power to run. Everything is electrical and there are lots of electronics inside. There is nothing manual, so everything needs power to run. So that was drawing all the power that was left in the battery. And then it was consuming it. And say for instance, I have this BMW dashcam installed. The way it works, it consumes all the power in the parking mode. It uses the power to record stuff, and when it detects that there is only this much of power left in the battery, then it stops functioning, allowing us to start the next time when you actually get in the car. So that's how it works, and it already stopped functioning. So I should have realized that the more I use the car, or the more I use the features inside, or the more I sit inside the car without starting the engine, I'm going to consume what was left in the battery. So there was continuous discharge that was happening from the battery, but I really did not start the car so that the charging can happen. So that is one mistake which I made, and then I ended up in a situation like that. So this is something that every car owner who owns a tech-laden car should keep in their mind, that if you are not using a car for a while, and if you think you are spending too much time inside, like me, exploring things, at that time you should make sure that you start the engine, or you even do that after taking the car for a spin, so that the battery is fully charged and it has enough charge left to run all the control or the electronics in there. And when your car really runs out of battery, you have to call the technicians to jumpstart it, and each visit to do that is going to cost you somewhere around 1,500 rupees. And the most frustrating thing is, even though you have availed all the service package, you have got the most advanced insurance coverage, you have the BMW secure plan and everything. I have all these stuffs, but the most frustrating part is the roadside assistant or the jump start is not covered in that. So ultimately you end up paying $1,500 to them to just come and jumpstart your car. So you can, this is a very small thing which you can actually prevent from happening. So in order to do that, you just have to take good care of your car. You can take the car for a spin whenever you get time. You can start the engine and make sure that the battery is in good health. Otherwise, if you cannot do that for some reason, there is always the jumpstart kits that are available in the market, which you can get one. And the process of using it is also very simple. You have lots of videos and stuff that's already there in YouTube. You can refer to that. You just have to connect the cables to the positive and negative from the battery, and then it's going to charge the car battery then. So it's not a complicated process. So you can always get a jumpstart kit if you want, and make use of it in situations like this, because nowadays every car that's out there is having so much of electronics. So that is inevitable, and people do ask for more electronics. So that's what you're going to get in the future as well. So if you're owning cars like this, which are feature rich, and there are lots of electronics that are making that happen, then I suggest, if possible, you get a jumpstart kit with you, so that it'll come in handy whenever you are in a situation like how I was a couple of days before. So yeah, that's what I've learned from it. I hope that this video helps some of you guys. That's what I wanted to share with you all. Thanks for watching, guys.